I mean, let's get into it. The last time we worked on this piece here, we're gonna try to tackle another piece of the arm. The goal is to would be to finish like this piece right there. It would be really nice if I can do it for today. Then we can actually work on the stinger, the wrist, and we're gonna finish with the arm. So yep, that's what we're gonna go for. Plus the forearms at the back that we're gonna need to work on this as well. Let's take a few screenshots of the arms, the arm just like that. There you go. Should be enough. I guess we're gonna work with the torso since we're so close to this part. She's looking awesome. Thank you. Much appreciated. Supremo Art. Hello, hello. Do you ever not use ZBrush? No, I always use ZBrush, except for like stuff that comes after, for sure. Yeah, so what do I start with? Like this little module in the center has been nagging me for a little while now. Might as well take care of it. Plus, it's just going to be reusing existing pieces, so if I can get rid of it. Just checking over the cables I'm going to be reusing. ZBrush, the cycle of love and hate. Yeah. Well, I got too used to it. It's my little beast now. Alright, let's clone this. Alright. I'm going to duplicate this cable. I just want to have a few more cables hanging around here. Maybe another one just for some filling. All right. There you go. Am I the only one who doesn't like making cables? I don't know. All right, let's go and grab another module for the top part here. I like to put sometimes the like the plugs, the details first, because they're not like the most flexible parts. I find it's easier to create like what's around them than these like primitive shapes. Okay, I'm gonna try to create the mesh out of just this thing here. Jess, hello. I hope you're doing well. I think I'm gonna try to just like use this as a mesh. No, I still need Dynamesh. Oops. Guess I'm gonna be using Bagface for this one. Or I could just do it like this, maybe. Let's mask it out. The Proxenite. Hey, Marco. Well, hello to you. Smoothing is a little bit better right now. Okay, this is going to be tough to aim. All right, so I kind of like just forced like two shapes to stick out of this mesh, and by smoothing it, they're gonna adjust by themselves. We're gonna clip curve. Clip curve the mesh here. Let's, oh, Dynamesh. There we go. And let's just see if we can force this shape back without it looking too weird. All right, there we go. Now I do, is it remesh? Oof, higher than that. I don't want to lose too much of the shape. There we go. Cool. Let's move things around a little bit, just to fill things up. And remove clipping. All right, so now same with the cloth part here. Let's readjust it. All right, details now. Sammy Fredo, hello. It's kind of cool double detail here. Let's try to apply a mask on it. a depth mask and ew. Not super working. I think I'll have to store a morph target. I'm gonna put another little detail here. Oops. Actually, let me flatten this before I place this here. Like this. There we go. And now there we go. Can even do the same here. And let's just have a little bit of the gray part that sticks out, because right now the way it like ends is a bit flush, too flush for my taste. So this without the dragging, so I guess in back face. And just that. Maybe a little detail here. Should be good. All right. That's good. Dunzo. This is going to be the next part. Let's do a little save. Hey Marco, how do you come up with all the ideas for the details? I struggle with it a lot and I overthink everything when it comes to practical details. Yeah, I guess maybe just kind of like find yourself references that you feel they really convey like what you're going for, and kind of like force yourself to follow the references like as is. This is maybe going to help you to not overthink this. It's not going to help necessarily in other aspects, but at least like getting over like the part of overthinking, and you might assimilate if you like assimilate knowledge in doing that, and after that you can actually learn to apply it to, or to do variations with it, right? Maybe you're overthinking it is you trying to like just get ahead of yourself a little bit. So you see, like right now, the orientation of like this tube, and this tube feels like unaligned to me. So I'm trying to kind of like get like an harmony between them, and I feel like I have to like align it without too much. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. Okay. I guess let's close this shape. Close hole. Not very looking good over here. Maybe I should do a little group loop. Just to have like the border being a little bit cleaner. Close hole. It's cleaner. Let's dynamish that. So we're gonna work on this mesh, trying to get the its shape a little bit more, not polished, but defined. So we're getting rid of the details. So often what I do is I try to look at the silhouette of the object to see if it's like flowing correctly, if it dips in an area. So like it kind of like dips here. I don't know how much I want this to happen. So I'm kind of like gonna just like and I can just like melt it so it averages the curve. I'm kind of like assigning to it. Also, something you can do is like to force the shape a bit. Let's put it on a layer. There's kind of like a depression like that I want to happen. So you can kind of like do it and then smooth it out. Yeah, I think it looks good. Actually, it looks pretty good. I thought I was going to fight against this shape much more than that. Hey, Jacob. What is up? Thank you for the sub. Yeah, I thought I was going to fight this smash much more than that, but seems not. Good. Okay. Let's make a Z remesh out of this. Say 2,500. It's fine. I did a little details just to see how much detail I'm going to need, how much subdivisions I'm going to need. Now that we have this, let's add a layer. And let's work on like the insertion for these tubes. These 3 tubes, then I'm going to work on this part here. We're gonna work on how these 2 clip. Also, I want like a metal rim around here, so I'm going to need that. Actually, I'm realizing I forgot to adjust something. I want some sort of like symmetry here. like just that. And here it feels like crooked now, so I'm going to okay. So this feels symmetrical now. This line is not really looking good, but I can always just take the planar brush and refine it. There we go. Feels much more calculated. Let's really smooth it out. Okay, yeah. Do you have a tip on how to keep your hard surface sculpt clean? Mine always end up being wobbly. Well, I think what I just said right here is like you look at the silhouette, you make sure that like it really has the shape that you want, and once that you've moved stuff, it might actually be wobbly, but this is where you have to smooth the inside parts, either with a smooth brush or smooth relax, which is when you remove your finger from the shift button while smoothing. And also pay attention to the subdivision level, because the higher you are, the more like details you're actually smoothing, and the lower in subdivision that you are, the more it's going to really influence the shape. So in one way, you might influence the shape too much by going too low, too high while going too high. So test with different level of subdivisions, right? If you're in Dynamesh and you don't have subdivision levels, now this is like a restriction you're working with, and it might be hard to get like a really good surface that's smooth in Dynamesh. Hence, transforming it into Z-Remesh to have your subdivision levels. Okay, let's bake this change. That was good. Now let's go here and just create the kind of like insertion points. That might be too hard. That's good. Ooh, not bad. I kind of like eyeballed it and it ended up looking pretty good. Let's smooth this out just because there's a bit of brush strokes. Very minimal, but still. All right, we're gonna bake these details because they're looking good. So now that I got this, I think I'm gonna work on like the trim that separates those two meshes. How do I want to do this? Felt like Matt Mercer for a second. I don't know if anybody's gonna get that one. um, oh, how am I gonna do this? Okay, let's try something. Okay, first of all, we're gonna need a mesh here. So mask with depth. So I get pretty much 0 slope up. We're gonna take this, delete it, planar with alt as well, just really making it like flat from flat city. Now group loop and Z remesh super low. All right. Okay, so we're gonna work on the clipping after, but just wanted to have like this metal part here. Now we're going to, I guess, duplicate this mesh again. And I want to install those. There's still subdivisions here I need to take care of. Oop, that's not a strap. That's the tube. I want the strap. Strap. Boom. Okay, are you following this enough? I guess you are. All right. Let's do the same for the other side. We're going to do it up to here, but I might not use it for up to here. All right. All right. Just give me a sec. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try just to get these like trims to follow as close as possible. There's going to be a smoothing needed though, like an adjustment. So if I'm warping things and if it doesn't look good, it's not a problem for the moment. So I think in terms of like placement, thickness, that sort of stuff, it's okay. But I think I would want these like to smashed. I'm gonna try something. Layer, please. Ooh, it's a little bit too dirty. Okay, 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 okay. So without the rim, it doesn't really look good. But it's okay. We're gonna clean this like bevel thing. And we're gonna be working with that. So this is much cleaner now. Thing is, I don't want it to be so straight. I was hoping to have it like kind of like go inside of the shape, but I think I'm gonna do that manually, starting to become a bit of a challenge to. Okay. Morph brush. We're gonna just clean a little bit of the line where it bled a bit too much. Like this. It's fine. Do you have any recommendation to start training all this integration of part cloth metal? For me, the intersection between the parts is too complicated. I'm not super sure which part you're saying is complicated. Hence, a tutorial to give you. I don't know. I think, to be honest, I think it's something that was like just like self-learned with like with time and stuff. Hey, raid! Woohoo! Yuri Shust. Thank you so much. That's pretty cool. Thanks for the raid. And welcome, everyone, to whatever this is. I'll give you a little show. Just make sure I'm done with this thing and I remember where I am at. All right. So we're working on this character here. Let's put everything. Boom, we're working on the polishing of the hard surface parts. We're here. Piece by piece. There we go. Gives you a bit of an idea where we are. Okay, so now this metal trim right here, It's pretty good everywhere. I think I'm gonna just apply a little like smooth, crisp edge here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's go back to this here, add some resolution, because we're going to apply this as a mesh. Add a layer to this, and we're going to try to do the cavity ourselves. Not bad. Okay, good start. All right, that worked pretty good. Let's just trim some fat over here. Like this, there we go, perfect. So rinse and repeat over here. All right, that's a good first. A little bit wobbly here. Ugly. There's like a, okay, well, I'm gonna need lazy mouse for that for sure. Okay, not bad. I think I can polish the rest. Also, I'll need to push this in more, like this, and also push this in more. Okay, and let's move this a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right. So now this piece works. We almost have every piece. We're just gonna need the detailing pretty soon. This is a border adjustment. I'm happy with the borders. We're gonna crush this layer. Yeah, looks clean enough. All right. All right, let's go for the rest of the details. Yep, I forgot to do this here. Oh, I don't have the right smooth brush. That's why. There we go. Among the subtools, like you add the straps so that the metal fits better on the triceps. I think that only by doing the same will the solution appear by itself. Yeah, you can always test it. Hello, sir. I'm just gonna say here. Hello, sir. I hope it's okay to ask, but I wondered if you have taken the time to create your own IMM alpha brushes and that, or do you prefer to get them online? I often wonder that approach takes matter than that. It's half and half, I'd say. Some I create because I know what I want. Some I just see them and I'm like, oh, I'm inspired by them. Pizza Koi. Hey Marco, I have a question. How do you create these screenshots so that they auto update when you change your model? They don't. They don't auto update my screenshots. It's just really like it's a static image. That would be a cool feature though. So what's green inside here is going to be black eventually. We don't need to take care of this right now. No? Uh-oh. How did I do this? Oh, yeah, right. Morph target. There you go. Like if nothing happened. Alright, so I guess we're into like the final details and stuff. We're gonna add depth mask to this. Here we're gonna need to store morph target this. Okay. Take these little things. Put them here. Another one right here. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. All right, let's go for that here. Now, actually, you know what? Maybe I should. More details. First, I'm going to be smooth targeting where I don't want these details to be. Oops. Whoops. Need to start over. Store the morph target at this stage. Morph target, morph target, morph target here, morph target there, morph target right there. Boom. All right, so we're done with these details. What is next? All right, all right. Are we missing some details? I can always do like another pass later. I feel like right now I've put like everything that comes to mind without like going and doubting myself, or not necessarily doubting myself, but like reanalyzing too much or whatever. All right, so this part done. I hope that was it. I was wishing I was going to be able to do like the shoulder part as well, but it took a while to do this part here. All right, all right. Um, what are the questions here? How do you tackle chainmail borders to break them up and make them look broken? So I just apply the nano mesh and delete the rings one by one. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's how I did for my frog character. If you look at the bottom of the screen, the link, either of the link, they will lead to. I mean, you'll have like a list of like our social medias and stuff. If you just take the YouTube, you go on our channel, check the playlist, frog, and in there at some point I work on the chainmail. And yep, I show you how I do. Do you plan on staying with this particular topic of character for your streams, or do you plan for another subject? Well, I mean, once I'm done with this robot, I'd like to tackle a more organic character again, just to do something different. So tell us your secret with being fast in sculpting. It's funny you're saying that because I find today I was kind of slow. My objectives were to complete more of the character. Oh, it's just repeat, repeat, practice. At some point, things become so second nature and your brain works by itself almost in patterns. Just make sure you get the good patterns though, because I mean, when I was younger, I've learned how to play guitar and a few other musical instruments. And there's one thing I realized is that the way that I've learned to play guitar was not based on like solid foundations. And after like years of just like playing and getting better, I realized that there was some parts of my playing that had like some pretty huge flaws, I'd say. So when I learned to do 3D, I really made sure to not neglect things that people considered like the foundations and stuff. So I would say yes, it's a lot of practice, but just make sure you do your best to like not neglect any of the foundations. like don't get into like details too quickly, or like hard surface is not like, if you want to learn how to surface, make sure you know your anatomy first as well. It's really like important, at least if you're doing characters. Like if you're doing like weapons and stuff, that sort of stuff, maybe anatomy is not necessarily important, but if you're doing hard surface characters, you still need to have like a solid anatomy. And sometimes it even helps with like shape comprehension and all that stuff. So yeah, always learn. There's always something new to learn when you're, especially when you're starting. You need to create your strong foundations. So yep, that would be a tip, I would say. That's gonna be it for me. Or what? Yeah, we're at 2 hour mark. There you go. Plus I got a bunch of stuff like I need to finish, but that's pretty much it. Once again, should be able to be there in a week. Today I had to start later. I had a couple of meetings, but yeah, there we go. You got this guy over there. He's getting more and more. Well, this girl, I should say, getting closer to the finish line, one piece at a time. So yeah, I hope I'm going to be able to see you again in a week. And until then, I guess everyone, take care of yourselves.